Hey, what's up, guys? $2 million charity contractor challenge, end of day 53. Just a quick update. Remember, the bet has increased from 100K to 200K, and we've moved from 2 million sold in 6 months to 2 million built based on cash collected in 12 months. And I started with just a truck and $100 back on January 22nd. If I lose, 200 grand goes to Operation Underground Railroad. If I win, Operation Underground Railroad gets 10% of the company being built. For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Lane Boland. I'm the founder of Remodel Commanders and the newfound partner in NSS Bellevue, which is a design build company, and Rapid Repair Bellevue, which is a handyman company in Bellevue, Washington. Yet I live in Puerto Rico. I go back to Washington occasionally. As always, I have absolutely nothing to sell you. This is just pure information. So guys, let's talk about what happened today. Sort of a light day on the challenge company side. I've been just getting slammed on the Remodel Commander side. Our partners and colleagues are doing amazingly well. But today on the challenge company side, I did some designer relationship maintenance. Basically had a surprise meeting. She caught me slipping because I thought she was a new designer. Turns out this was our second meeting. I quickly pivoted I was quick on my feet and fed her two referrals I have in the hopper for two additions going into design very soon. Well, one addition that's under contract, two that are going into design very soon. And magically, I've been roped into her entire backlog as just a show of reciprocity. She's telling me about all the different things that she wants me to start providing running estimates on and meeting her clients, and they want me to bid, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Finally, we are cracking that designer net up in NSS or in the east side of the Seattle Metro. I set an appointment for a kitchen that could sway Handyman. Good thing we have the Handyman brand. And if it does sway Handyman towards the lower end, I won't be mad because that'll be way faster money, not having to put it through a formal design process, which will then mean we'll have I bet it'll be about a $60,000 kitchen, maybe 50. And yeah. So if we have that, it's just pure cosmetic pull and replace. And so we have that plus our $120,000 kitchen that is going to build in probably the next 10 days. We're sitting pretty, sitting pretty. So that'll be about a $250,000 in build, which means by the end of April, we'll have collected, probably a hair over 100 grand through those two contracts. I mean, that's provided we get that little $50,000 kitchen. But the bigger one will definitely have collected 60 G's, and our gross profit position on that will be enough to launch Handyman. My colleague and partner we're building Handyman companies together. Phil in St. Louis. Phil is a wild man. Phil spent $1,500 last month and turned over $109,000 of work at a silly healthy margin. So anyway, I cannot wait to repeat that. He's only limited by what Google local services will feed him. So we'll start there in Bellevue, and then we'll juice up the handyman business. We'll find other ways, maybe some strategic partnerships. I don't know, but one thing implemented at a time is what I've learned this past year. I am horrible just with good idea fairies. So anyway, yeah, enough of that tangent. So $50,000 kitchen into the pipeline. We're doing good. Tomorrow I'm going to be working on Operation Ragnarok here in the lab. What is Ragnarok? Ragnarok is amazing. Listen, check it out. I've never heard of anybody doing anything like this, but it makes pure sense. So this realtor, this broker I met, he's an absolute meat-eating savage. Owns 3 different brokerages, one for each price point in the market, right? High end, middle class and discount, flat fee broker. And what he wants to do, and he was telling me about how he's, with interest rates being as high as they are, interest rates being as high as they are, the only two main home buyers he's seeing are millennials that are buying shit boxes in great school districts and remodeling to get their forever home, because most boomers aren't moving out, and the boomers who are moving out are that to downsize or for to fund their retirements or whatever. Typically, he said you're looking at 20 to 30 years of deferred maintenance on that property, and it needs a crazy amount of handyman work. But anyway, he was saying that the boomers, what they're doing is they're looking for a contractor first, then a realtor. Whereas the millennials are looking for a loan officer to get pre-qualified on financing, then a realtor, then a contractor. And so that gave me the bright idea to set up a funnel, targeting, like calculate your make ready project, targeting the boomers, and calculate what your renovation cost, or I'm sorry, just a simple get pre-qual, targeting millennials, and then use SMS, email, and an in-house appointment setter to call and set appointments for the realtor and for the contractor in the millennial funnel, and for the realtor, because the contractor appointment will already be set in the boomer funnel. Anyway, the goal we're looking at is the realtor is going to put up half the money. I'm going to put up half the money. We're targeting like at least 12 grand of ad spend. I'm shooting for 14. 14 would be nice. And then what I'm going to turn around and do is lay off, my commitment of half onto like a mortgage loan officer or a series of mortgage loan officers and insurance agents to pay for my half of the advertising, so that I, as the contractor, own the funnels. I'm operating the funnels. I'm benefiting from the funnels. No money of mine is in the funnel. That would be sick. So, and just to give you an idea, I had a client that I was very tight with, who was spending close to 10 million a month, and was turning well north of 800, not 10 million, 10,000 a month. He was an $11 million company. And he was turning about 800 grand a month in sales. So 10,000 was producing 800 in sales of build scope into design. So Ragnarok is becoming my prime strategy. Now, if Jeff Dickinson, who I'm meeting with, doesn't want to do the deal, at last minute, if he gets cold feet, that's fine. I've already got the emails for every realtor in King County, and they're going to receive this offer. I promise you I'll find one that wants to play ball. But anyway, that's where we're going. Cash on hand hasn't really changed, just because I've been at home. Nine realtor responses, 27 designer responses, 27 wealth manager responses. I'm going to take that one out. We're not going to pursue that strategy anymore. Ragnarok's going to be way more powerful than the wealth manager. 25 calculator leads. The ads are off right now just to protect cash flow, because I have an RC payment coming up. 3 referrals, 12 site visits, 6 proposals, 1 design contract, 1 build contract. Dollars in the sales pipeline is now 580 to 830. Dollars in the design pipeline is we don't know yet, but it's going to be substantial, probably 300 to 400 grand when I finish this running estimate for Redline meeting. And we'll see what the site visit for that tiny little kitchen turns into. I bet you will win it. I've got some tricks up my sleeve to make sure we win this deal. I'm going to hit them high during using the design build process. And then what I'll do is I'll use the brand ambassador program that I learned from a guy named Brian, who the guy who created it, his name is Brian Diamond. And then if that doesn't work, then I'm going to refer them to our handyman. There's no seeming connection between the brands. And what I'll do is I'll have the NSS Bellevue part-time PD, Peter, run that sales call for me. So it's a different face. and we'll come at it from a handyman perspective, pricing it like a handyman. Either way, no matter what happens, we're going to preserve our proper minimum 40% profit margin. It's just, the handyman business has a lower cost structure because you're using handymen, not super qualified, subcontracted trade specialists. But anyway, so that's where we're at this Friday. I hope you guys had a great week. Get prepared to crush next week. I know I am. I'm going to be on the island this week, the week after, and then I go to Seattle for good until we put 2 million into design. I'm not leaving because I need to get 2 million sold into design by July 22nd. And then the clock is to get all that built by January 22nd. So rock and roll. Y'all be good.